Hello, exclusive news on True Around World, San Luis Reservoir at lowest level in 25 years. The San Luis Reservoir near Los Banos is at its lowest level in 25 years. Despite projections of inadequate water supply this year, one of the valley's biggest water sources appears to be running dry. The San Luis Reservoir near Los Banos is at its lowest level in 25 years. It's not unusual to see the San Luis Reservoir low this time of year, but this year is really low. It's down to just 10% of capacity. The level is pretty low, the lowest I've seen in years, said Luther Vu, Fresno. Vu, a fisherman, the low water makes things tough. It's pretty tiring. The walk down there is at least 1 or 2 miles. Walk back up is tiring too. Vu added, once you get down there the water isn't that deep, it's pretty shallow, you can't really fish in shallow water. Obviously, with the reservoir at the lowest level in 25 years, those who depend on the water are getting worried. It's a major concern, and it should be a concern for every water user, whether you are a farmer or a city manager or resident of a community, said Johnny Amaral of the Westlands Water District. Amaral said even though the Northern California reservoirs that send water this way are full, the valley is being kept waiting. What's hindering the federal operations is the fact they are holding water back in Shasta much later than they ever have historically for the supposed purposes, of maintaining cold water for salmon. But this is the time of the highest demand for the water, not just for agriculture but for everyone. The Bureau of Reclamation, which is responsible for about half the water in the reservoir, hopes the salmon will survive and they can start sending more water this way in the next couple of weeks. The other half of the water here is controlled by the state, and despite the current low, Operations Chief John Lehigh said they expect to deliver all the water they promised this year. In the case of the state water project, we've allocated 60% to our contractors and we anticipate we will make all of those deliveries this year. Farmers are hoping the water will come. And despite the less than ideal conditions, fishermen at the reservoir were happy to at least get home with one fish, a striped bass.